Middle school. Is there a scarier place on the planet? In books and movies, everything bad happens in middle school. Kids get bullied, kids go through puberty, teachers might turn into monsters, or worse, give out real homework. Middle school has been ruining young lives for so long, there's an ancient Chinese proverb that goes, "Middle school is the worst 3 years of a person's life." Okay, I may have made that one up, but if you ask me, it should be a proverb. Maybe middle school wasn't so bad in ancient China. Anyway, I plan to be as well equipped as possible to face down the beast known as middle school. I tried to buy a sword on eBay, but my parents stopped me and yelled about buying dangerous weapons online, even after I explained that the only danger was in me attending middle school without proper equipment. That didn't go over very well either. As a result, I was forced to be resourceful. All summer, before starting 6th grade at Groton Middle School, I studied movies, comic books, and anime to learn how to survive the upcoming school year. I practiced my roundhouse kicks in case an 8th grade bully tried to shove me into a locker, something that was likely to happen daily according to movies. Another common middle school occurrence, based on my reading of comic books and anime, kids discovering their hidden magic or superpowers and saving the world from evil adults. So I bought a pink cape and sparkly pink tights and memorized the Sailor Moon theme song. The chances were pretty slim, but just in case the Sailor Scouts came knocking on my door, asking me to join them in fighting evil by moonlight, I had to be prepared. Then there was my real-life research on middle school, which came from my 14-year-old sister, Lisa. She'd just graduated from Groton Middle School and moved on to the only place more frightening than middle school, high school. Observing Lisa for the past 3 years had taught me exactly what not to do. Still, all of my middle school readiness wasn't enough to prepare me for the scream that woke me up on the first day of school. "Winnie, get out of bed and help me make breakfast." My mother's shouting jerked me out of sleep. Groaning and rubbing my eyes, I rolled over to check my clock. It was only 7 in the morning. Every other 11-year-old on the planet was still fast asleep. Thanks to the nightmare I had last night, I'd barely slept a wink. It was the same nightmare I'd had for almost 2 weeks straight, ever since I lost first prize in the statewide piano competition by only half a point. In my nightmare, the judge, who bore a suspicious resemblance to my mother, handed me the first place trophy. But as soon as I reached out a hand to grab it, the mama judge snatched it back and announced that she'd made an error, and first place actually went to a giant marshmallow. For coming in second, I received a truckload of SAT prep books. "What the heck? Why am I being punished?" I cried out. "This is for your own good, Winnie." The mama judge opened the truck's back door, revealing towering piles of workbooks. I tried to run, but found that my feet were frozen. A huge, wobbling stack of books fell out of the truck and landed right on top of... no! I'd woken up from the nightmare drenched in sweat at 3 a.m. Even though I was exhausted, it took me a whole hour to fall back asleep. I hadn't exactly been eager to see the conclusion of that nightmare. In reality, I had lost the first place trophy not to a giant marshmallow, but to David Zuo, aka the single most annoying 11-year-old in the whole country. Actually, make that the whole Western Hemisphere.